Bad news for Britney Spears.
YouTube crashes.
And Cardi B is forced to apologize.
But before we get into it, make sure you tap that like button because it really helps us out.
Now, let's get right into it.
If you tried to get on the good old YouTube-a-rooney the other day and had trouble, you certainly weren't alone. According to a map by Down Detector, the United States, Canada, as well as numerous countries in South America and Europe were affected by the outage. It seemed to occur around 7 p.m. Eastern Time and affected not only YouTube, but YouTube TV and Google TV as well. Team YouTube took to Twitter addressing the situation, tweeting out, "If you're having trouble watching videos on YouTube right now, you're not alone. Our team is aware of the issue and working on a fix. We'll follow up here with any updates." Thankfully, they resolved things very quickly as they retweeted their original tweet just hours later with an update. I quote, "And we're back. We're so sorry for the interruption. This is fixed across all devices and YouTube services. Thanks for being patient with us. It's unclear what caused the issue, but I'm grateful it got sorted out quickly because I like my job."
In other news, there's been some bad news for Britney Spears. She has been locked up in this conservatorship and fighting for control over her life now for a long time. Sadly, she just recently lost this long-running legal battle to remove her father as her conservator of her estate. This move was originally ordered by a judge in 2008 following a series of mental health crises that Britney was going through at the time. Britney's lawyer told the courtroom recently that Spears is very afraid of her father, and she also has decided not to perform or even resume her career while he maintains control over her life. Which makes you start to think that this whole thing is definitely more about the money than Britney's health and well-being. Her father's position gives him a lot of control over her personal affairs as well as her finances, so it looks like the Free Britney movement will be moving forward after she is yet again denied the basic human right to make her own decisions.
And Cardi B recently launched a collaboration with Reebok, but it seems Cardi and her marketing team missed the mark big time and are now being called out for appropriating Hindu culture. In a cover photo for the magazine Footwear News, Cardi is seen holding her new shoe, with 8 arms appearing behind her, clearly inspired by the Hindu goddess Durga. Of course, using a religious figure to promote anything is going to be seen as disrespectful, so to no surprise, Cardi got a ton of backlash online. And she heard the message loud and clear, taking to her Instagram to apologize to anyone she offended. She said, I quote, "When I did the Reebok shoot, the creatives were telling me, you're gonna represent a goddess, that she represents strength, femininity, and liberation. And that's something that I love and I'm all about." And I thought that was dope. But if people think I'm offending their culture or their religion, I want to say I'm sorry. That was not my intent. I do not like disrespecting nobody's religion. I wouldn't like people to offend my religion. She went on to say moving forward she'll do more of her own research, and Foot News also released a statement apologizing for the cover photo.
So right away with the YouTube crashing story, I honestly just thought I had terrible Wi-Fi.
So funny enough, my dad was the one that
my roommate informed me.
He's like, "Hey, what's going on with YouTube? Like, is the Wi-Fi not working?" And I was like, "It's working for me." And I went on YouTube and it worked. And I went to the video and I was like, "Oh, maybe it's just." I'm like, "Maybe it is the Wi-Fi. I don't know." And then I saw YouTube down. Everyone was freaking out, and I was like, "Oh, this is a serious deal. Like, this is my career right now."
Just wild stuff. And with the Britney Spears update too, I don't know how she's gonna get out of this.
Yeah, that's such a
if it's her word against her father's, who originally put her under the conservatorship, it's like, how do you make it out of that?
Yeah, it's a tough situation because the father could just be like, "This, like, there's a reason why I did this in the first place. So how can you trust anything she's saying?" Right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's very like she has to get some good lawyers to be like, "This, it's gone on for too long." Like, something's
got to break at some point.
It's a tough situation. And then with Cardi, that's just
cultural appropriation.
Yeah, I just don't.
What do you think? Do you think it was?
I just don't like. At the end of the day, I just don't understand. There's so many things that you could do. Why do something inspired by a religion to sell a product? It just seems very disrespectful.
I'm starting to think they're doing it a little more for the clout.
Like, you know what I mean? Because again, if you think of it from a marketing perspective, we're talking about it right now.
It's like by now we know what's offensive.
That's what I mean.
We know it's gonna get people talking.
Yeah, it's true.
They must know it too.
It's true. No, it's at the end of the day, they're a marketing team. And they say any publicity is good publicity, right? So maybe they did it on purpose, who knows?
We'll see. With that though, let's check out some of your comments from the video titled "The Shocking Truth of Amber Heard versus Johnny Depp Revealed."
Noni G says, "Who's this judge? Clearly, he's just simping for turd."
Simping for turd.
I love turds, man. I love turds.
Not Amber Turd.
No, not that one. I haven't said the word turd in I don't know how long.
No, since I was 9.
Yeah.
Wow. Dallas says, "They believe her words but didn't believe when Amber cut his finger and has proof. Unbelievable. Men can be victims too." Men most certainly can be victims too, but
there is a lot of evidence, like even the police being like, she said that she hit him, but there was no evidence of any abuse. And then the security guard walked in because she yelled, "Johnny, stop hitting me." And the security guard walked in and Johnny was like 20 feet away from her in the kitchen. So all these people saying like, everything
Yeah.
she's saying is not
Yeah,
true. The
yeah,
fact the judge
yeah.
is like, but she's, I don't know.
People were saying that there might be, I don't know if this is conspiratorial
Yeah.
or not, but there might be some ties actually between the guy who wrote the article and somebody that was residing on the court, or one of the judges, or that he was
Possible. I mean,
friends with family
it
of the
happened
judge.
in the UK. The Sun's a UK publication.
Yeah, I mean,
It is possible.
it's very possible some tricky stuff could be going on here.
Otaku says this is why men don't come out, we just get pushed aside. That's a bit of a generalization.
Yeah, big generalization. It's just happening to Johnny Depp right now, so it seems like it's. We don't want to generalize that all men. Because
Yeah.
there's definitely some men that have been abused come forward.
100%.
People heard them out completely. I mean, you look at Anthony Rapp with Kevin Spacey.
I was gonna say Kevin Spacey situation, yeah.
He was gone. So yeah, generalization. Be careful with those. Sasha Todd says, judges get things wrong, that's why appeals exist. He has exactly the same information as we do. All of it is available online. The verdict is simply wrong and unjust. The problem with online information is it's not really gonna hold up in court. You know, like a defense lawyer can't be like, I read this on The Blast this morning,
Yeah.
or Jezebel.com, and it's not evidence.
Well, I think that's in response to me saying at the end of the day, I was like, you know, hopefully the truth comes out and whoever has to be held accountable is. And again, that's not me siding with Amber, that's just me saying, like, as much as I, you know,
You want to see the legal process
yes,
be
as much as I,
upheld.
you know, I'm on Team Johnny, at the end of the day,
Yeah, you are.
the court the court is going to have information that they're not going to be like, listen guys, everything in court we also have to put online and let everyone know what's going on here. They're going to have NDAs, they're going to have stuff that
Yeah,
comes
they're
out
not gonna do that.
down the line, so
Even
that's all I was
the
saying.
jury won't even be able to speak about it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So that's what I was saying, is there might be some things that we don't know about that are being handled in court that'll come out later. So
Yeah.
John Lee says, Johnny is suing a powerful mainstream news tabloid. You have to know you're innocent to take him to court. He's innocent.
That's very true. It's pretty bold when you
That's actually, yeah.
go to sue somebody for $50 million.
Was it 50? I don't know why I thought it was 10 or 100.
It was like $50 million
Yeah.
defamation suit.
Yeah.
That was the number I kept seeing everywhere. You gotta feel like you're a little bit innocent.
Oh yeah, no,
I
for
mean,
sure. There's definitely a reason why he's
Went
been
through
going
it.
at that, and then he's gonna appeal. They seem very confident that.
Yeah, I think with the appeal, more stuff will come out, and we might get a very
Yeah.
different result with the appeal.
I agree.
With that though, thank you so much for watching today's video. I've been your host, Johnny Rogers.
I'm your other host, Jared Bronstein.
Till next time, stay classy.